Well, this is Jan Murphy from PennLive, and I'm standing looking toward the Pennsylvania's capital city of Harrisburg, and we're looking over the rising Susquehanna River. It is approaching 12 feet deep here in Harrisburg and is expected to reach as high as 20 feet on Friday morning, which will mean businesses and homes will unfortunately see some water in their basements and cause some damage. And we can see it's starting to rain again. I have a gentleman here who came out to, he says he comes down and looks at the river every day. Sir, what's your name?
John.
John? What, were you down here yesterday?
Yeah, I was down there a couple times. I watched the wildlife, and I go fishing sometimes, so, and I only live a block away, so I'm down here all the time.
So are you worried about flooding here?
Well, it does. It floods up to them houses there and everything. A couple times, I guess, a year it goes up,
Yeah, I guess that house there could be in some trouble. But yeah, yesterday I came out here and I was standing on the other side of the tree. Now where you see there's I would definitely be wading in water if I stood in the same spot. So it definitely has gone up since yesterday afternoon around 2 o'clock. But yeah, this is I wish I would have brought an umbrella out, because it is now starting to really come down.
The water usually on the other side of them there trees there, that's where the pool is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to my car.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's really coming down. But I wanted to be able to, I'm going to stand over here by this tree and get a little shelter here. But you can see, if I can zoom in here, there's the Capitol Dome on the right-hand side, and if you look there, you can see the riverboat, the Pride of the Susquehanna, maybe, is tucked up in there for safekeeping because of the rising floodwaters. But yeah, this is the Susquehanna from I'm standing at the point in West Fairview, which is part of East Pennsboro Township in south central Pennsylvania, and it has a great view of the Harrisburg skyline from here. But it's called the Point because it is where, as I move over here, it is where the Connedaguinet Creek flows into the Susquehanna River, and as you can see, the creek and the river really are coming up here in the parking lot where they meet. But yeah, the water has risen quite a bit since yesterday afternoon, when I could have walked out to where that beam is standing there with the vegetation right at the edge of the boat landing. And the wildlife definitely are active here today, despite the falling raindrops that are. But as all along the river, as you drive down, you see everybody is very curious and taking pictures and just coming out to see the river rise. It is measures, according to the National Weather Service, about 12 feet. It was about 12 feet this morning, and is expected to reach minor flood stage tomorrow morning, and oh my, it's really coming down now. And is expected to reach almost 20 feet by Friday morning, which will result in, unfortunately, some basements getting flooded and damage to businesses and homes, and that's always unfortunate from these kind of weather incidents. But the good news is that this system that is causing all this rain to fall is expected to move out of the area today. So drier weather ahead, although I guess there's a chance of rain in the forecast for the next several days, which I think after today people will not want to see another raindrop for a while. Our ground around here is pretty well saturated in the Harrisburg area, and we see all kinds of debris floating down. I just left City Island, which is an island in the middle of the Susquehanna River in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and it remains dry, but the river has definitely, oh, we just saw a fish jump. And the river has definitely risen since yesterday afternoon when it was about 9 feet, and now we're up to about 12 feet. So yeah, it is definitely a mighty river, and getting mightier as the rain continues to fall and continues to cause it to rise. But yeah, this is the view from West Fairview, which is part of East Pennsboro Township in south central Pennsylvania. The sky is definitely getting, it's cloudy, the clouds are coming down, and it's getting overcast and hard to see the Capitol Dome from here, but that is the Capitol Dome, the state Capitol Dome in the distance. And as we can see, the birds are just enjoying life, and a lot of debris. I've seen a lot of trees and large tree limbs floating down the river, and it is a rather fast moving water as a result. But I'll step over here. And yesterday I was standing on this side of this tree, and the water was definitely not there. I didn't wade into water yesterday, but today that is what I would be doing. And let me just back away here so you can see, for anybody that is familiar with the point in West Fairview, maybe that will be a good gauge for you to see how high the river has climbed so far. And undoubtedly that tree's roots will be underwater till this is all said and done. Or not roots, but the base of the trunk. And we see all kinds of tree limbs and debris floating down the river. And it is continuing to, there we go, we're coming into focus again. But this is the view of the Susquehanna River from West Fairview, looking over at the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania skyline, and we see the Susquehanna River in the foreground, and it is a river on the rise. Well, I think that will do it for now. I will try to check back at this location in City Island a little later today to see how things are going. But the river is about 12 feet deep here in Harrisburg, according to the National Weather Service, and is expected to rise to about 20 feet until and crest around 20 feet on Friday morning, which will cause flooding in homes and basements. So that's it for now. Stay tuned to PennLive. We're doing continual weather updates about this major weather event hitting south central Pennsylvania.